Bryan Mbeumo remains United's top target, and it's been a wild 41 days since news first broke of their opening bid. 2 offers later, the breakthrough still hasn't arrived. Brentford are holding firm, but with Mbeumo desperate for the move, and United hungry for goals, it feels like a matter of when, not if, especially with Brentford already scouting replacements. Insiders expect a renewed push in the coming days. With preseason looming, United will want this wrapped up fast. What do you reckon, Reds? Will United finally seal the Mbeumo deal? Should they gamble on VLAHOVIC or take a swing at Nicholas Jackson? And what about that £7.5 million Alvaro Carrera's windfall? Drop your thoughts below. Smash that like button. Subscribe. United lover Marcus Rashford is now at the center of a massive crossroads in his Manchester United career. According to Mirror Football, crunch talks are set with club chiefs in the coming days. After his loan at Aston Villa, Rashford's been informed he's not part of Ruben Amorim's future plans and he's now demanding answers. United want a permanent transfer, with a price tag around £40 million, but Rashford has already snubbed a mega money move to Saudi Arabia, reportedly worth £34 million. His stance: he only wants Barcelona, even though the Catalan giants can't match his £325,000 a week salary. Rashford is apparently willing to take a pay cut for his La Liga dream. Barca are pushing for a loan with an option to buy, but United won't move unless the Spanish side agrees to cover his full wages. On holiday in Marbella, Rashford was asked by a local YouTuber if he wanted to play alongside Lamine Yamal. His answer: yeah, sure. Everybody in the world wants to play with the best, so hopefully, we'll see. Now, United's board faces a massive call: cash in on an academy graduate or hang on to a player with no real future in Amorim's system. Dusan Vlahovic is officially up for grabs and he's been offered to Manchester United. That's according to transfer guru FABRIZIO Romano. Once valued at over £66 million, Vlahovic hasn't lived up to expectations in Turin and now has just a year left on his deal. Juventus want to cash in, and yes, they've floated his name to United. But as it stands, United are locked in on Mbeumo. No active talks with Juve yet, so while Vlahovic could end up an intriguing option for a team crying out for goals, don't expect anything to move until the Mbeumo situation is settled. Nicholas Jackson is a surprise name on United's radar, linked with a shock move from Chelsea. Sky Sports reports Chelsea have slapped a ridiculous £100 million price tag on the 24-year-old. The Senegalese strikers facing a fight for minutes at Stamford Bridge, especially with João Pedro and Liam Delap arriving. But with his contract running until 2033, Chelsea hold all the cards. United, Aston Villa, and AC Milan are watching closely, though nobody seems keen to match that price. Jackson isn't United's priority right now, but if the Mbeumo chase collapses, watch this space. Alvaro Carreras has made United a tidy bonus, joining Real Madrid from Benfica for a massive £43 million fee. Thanks to a smart sell-in clause United inserted when they sold him, the club is pocketing £7.5 million from the deal. That's cash United could pump straight into the Mbeumo deal. Amorim had considered re-signing Carreras in January when they needed a left back, but that never happened. Instead, United landed Patrick Dorr. Either way, the Carreras clause has paid off big time. Bryan Mbeumo is edging closer to becoming a Red Devil, and Brentford might be softening. Reports suggest they're lining up Ipswich's Omari Hutchinson as a direct replacement. Could this be the breakthrough United fans have been waiting for? The gap over Mbeumo's price is still significant. Brentford rejected 2 bids, the highest at £60 million. But with Hutchinson in Brentford's sights, signs are pointing toward a deal finally coming together. Sky Sports says a third United bid is incoming, with the hope Mbeumo joins before the squad flies out for preseason. Their first friendly against Leeds in Sweden next Saturday. Mbeumo in before then would be a huge boost for AMORIM'S attacking rebuild. Bryan Mbeumo continues to headline United's transfer push. Despite Brentford rejecting 2 offers of up to £60 million, United are set to return with a third bid this week, still trailing Brentford's £65 million asking price. Talks are ongoing, and Mbeumo's keen to join before preseason kicks off. Positive news for United: Brentford are scoping out replacements, including Ipswich's Omari Hutchinson. The Athletic and Sky Sports both report the gap in valuation remains, but the mood around a deal is finally shifting. Alejandro Garnacho has rejected a massive payday from Al Nassr. As per The Telegraph, despite the chance to reunite with Ronaldo and bag a monster salary, Garnacho wants to stay in Europe. He's fallen out of favor with Amorim and looks set to leave this summer. Chelsea and Napoli have sniffed around before, and more European clubs are expected to follow. Garnacho's decision shows he's hungry to prove himself at the top level, not just cash in. Benjamin SESKO has been offered to United as Arsenal drop out of the race for the RB Leipzig striker, opting for Victor Gokers instead. Camp has approached United, Chelsea, and Liverpool with a £60 million proposal. With question marks over Rasmus Højlund and Jadon Sancho's futures, United are definitely in the striker market. At 21, SESKO would be both a short and long-term beta young gun with serious upside. Jadon Sancho is inching closer to the Old Trafford exit. United have dropped their £25 million asking price and are now negotiating a reduced fee with Juventus. Sancho's been out of AMORIM'S plans, training away from the squad since returning from his Chelsea loan. He's even willing to slash his wages by half to make the move happen. His £300,000 a week wages were a huge obstacle, but Juve's latest offer, about £7 million a year, might finally break the deadlock. There's even talk of a player plus cash deal, with Dusan Vlahovic potentially involved. Emiliano Martinez is officially on United's radar. The Aston Villa and Argentina World Cup winning keeper is a personal target for Ruben Amorim, who wants a top-class replacement for Andre Onana. Argentine journalist Gaston Edgel says talks are already underway. Villa are open to selling, but only for a fee worthy of Martinez's world-class status. The keeper played a massive part in Villa's deep Champions League run last season and remains one of Europe's top shot stoppers. Martinez could be exactly what United need between the posts. Manchester United's summer feels like a balancing act of big ambitions and frustrating setbacks. For every move forward, like the £62.5 million signing of Matthias Cunha, there's a miss. Holding on to captain Bruno Fernandes, despite Saudi interest, was huge. But missing out on Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal and Liam Delap to Chelsea stings, especially with Gyökeres reportedly high on Amorim's wish list as they prep for preseason. In Chicago, the squad still feels unfinished. Ollie Watkins has suddenly emerged as a United target. The Aston Villa striker is open to a move, with a £60 million price tag slapped on his head. United are desperate for a world-class center forward, and Watkins might be the answer if other deals fall through. Ruben Amorim, who arrived with bold plans, is facing the harsh reality of the transfer market. His promise of quick, decisive action has mostly met with roadblocks. Cunha's signing and Fernandes staying were positives, but the misses on Gyökeres and Delap hurt. With the US tour looming, there's growing unease that United still aren't where they need to be. Alejandro Garnacho is now drawing attention from Aston Villa, joining Chelsea and Spurs in monitoring the young winger. Atletico Madrid are lurking too. Garnacho's been training away from the first team alongside Sancho, Antony, Rashford, and Malaysia, though he prefers to stay in the Premier League. FFP pressures could force United's hand. Garnacho counts as homegrown, making any sale pure profit. If United cash in, expect fan uproar. Pervis Estupiñán is on United's shortlist. They've held talks with his camp, though AC Milan are also interested. Brighton signing Maxim Dyer for £17.3 million could signal Estupiñán's availability, but not on the cheap. With 2 years left on his deal, United will need to act fast if they want their man. Mbeumo, now it's official. FABRIZIO Romano's bombshell confirms it. Mbeumo to United is a done deal. A £70 million package has been agreed, £65 million up front, with £5 million in aid. Brentford played hardball, raising their price this week and rejecting United's £62.5 million bid. Sir Jim Ratcliffe held firm, and now the deadlock is finally over. Mbeumo is set to join next week in time for the US preseason tour. Mbeumo only had eyes for United. Despite interest from Arsenal, Spurs, and Newcastle, he stayed focused on the Red Devils and Champions League football. After Matthias Cunha's arrival for £62.5 million, Mbeumo becomes Amorim's second marquee signing. Last season, 20 goals and 7 assists. Only Salah, Khan, Haaland scored more. Bryan Mbeumo will likely slot into the right-sided no. 10 role in Amorim's 3-4-3. With Cunha left and a new center forward still to come, whether that's Højlund or someone else. United's attack rebuild is far from done. Manchester United aren't slowing down. A new striker is firmly on the agenda. Fabrizio Romano says the recruitment team is hunting hard with outgoings, the key to unlocking the next move. Sancho's off to Juventus for just £17.3 million. Rashford's flirting with Barca, and even Antony or Garnacho could be on the block. A massive summer shakeup is underway. Marcus Rashford, back at Carrington early, is training alone as a move to Barcelona inches closer. With La Liga interest heating up and Barcelona desperate for a new left-wing option after missing out on Nico Williams and Luis Diaz. Don't be shocked if United's front line looks completely different come August. Rashford, who's been a key figure at Old Trafford for years, could be set for a fresh start in Spain, a move that would shake up the squad dynamic even further. Under Ruben Amorim. Manchester United head to the US on Tuesday with Bryan Mbeumo expected to travel with the squad. His highly anticipated debut might come in one of this month's friendlies as United ramp up preparations for a blockbuster Premier League opener against Arsenal at Old Trafford. Fans will also have their eyes on the Brentford reunion set for September, a fixture already shaping up to be packed with emotion and drama. The spotlight is firmly on Mbeumo now. Can he handle the pressure and become the attacking spark United have been crying out for? United fans, what do you think? Is Mbeumo the game changer we need to fire us back to the top? Should we ditch the Højlund chase for a new No. 9, or stick with the plan? Sound off in the comments below, and don't forget like, share, and subscribe to United Focus, your #1 stop for breaking news, transfer drama, and all things Manchester United.